You know, we all face resistance. It feels like the bigger your dream, the bigger the wall you run into. But what if those walls, what if they aren't even meant to stop you? What if they're actually there for you to climb? Today, we're going to dig into exactly how to do that.
No, really, think about that for a second. That project that totally bombed, that promotion you just missed out on, that moment where you felt completely crushed. What if that wasn't the end of the story? What if it was actually a hidden beginning?
And look, this isn't some feel-good, wishful thinking. The one thing that truly separates people who quit from the people who absolutely dominate is how they look at the exact same problems. They just don't see walls, they see stepping stones.
But first, let's get real about what this feels like. I mean, come on, we've all been there, right? That moment you hit a problem so big, it just feels like a dead end, and all you want to do is turn around and walk away.
And here's the hard truth of it. Nobody gets a free pass on this. Setbacks are a guaranteed part of any journey worth taking. And that feeling, that gut punch of being defeated, it's totally normal. But what you do in that moment, right after you get hit, that's what defines everything.
Okay, so this is the pivot point. This is the big mindset shift that separates the average from the elite. It's all about learning to see the opportunity that's hiding inside every single problem.
And wow, this slide just lays it out so perfectly, doesn't it? On one side, you've got the average mindset. You see an obstacle, and it's a wall. It's a threat. It's over. But then you look at the other side, the dominant mindset. An obstacle isn't an enemy, it's a tool. It's a lesson. It's a launch pad.
So what is a stepping stone, really? It's this idea right here. It's knowing that the pain from a failure actually has critical information baked into it. It's a lesson you just couldn't have learned any other way. And that gives you a secret advantage over every single person who quit when they felt that same pain.
Okay, so the mindset shift sounds great in theory, right? But how do you actually do it? Like, what's the game plan when you're in the thick of it, when you're feeling that frustration?
Well, this is the playbook. Instead of backing down, you lean in. First, you analyze. What really went wrong here? Maybe a client shot you down. Why? You gotta get brutally honest. Then you adapt. Based on that info, what needs to change? Your pitch, your product? And finally, you attack again. Not with the same old plan, but with a smarter, stronger strategy that was literally forged in the fire of that last failure.
And this is where it gets really interesting, because when you practice this playbook, it doesn't just get you past one little obstacle. It starts to fundamentally change who you are. Turns out, the struggle itself, that's where the real prize is.
See, this is the payoff. Every obstacle you overcome is like a rep in the gym. It's your own personal training ground. You're not just solving a problem, you're building the core muscles of a winner. True resilience, sharper strategy, unbreakable mental toughness, and an ambition that actually feeds on challenges.
And this quote, man, this just says it all. Just imagine that for a second. Imagine getting to a place where failure has zero power over you, where a big problem doesn't spark panic, it sparks curiosity. That, right there, is the kind of freedom and power this mindset gives you.
All right, let's start tying this all together. This isn't just about little stepping stones anymore. No, every single obstacle is a rung on your ladder to domination. Every time you fall, it's just a chance to learn how to climb even higher.
So when chaos comes your way, you don't get rattled. You grab that energy and you turn it into forward momentum.
A setback? That's not a hole you fall into anymore, no way. It's the launch pod you use to go even higher.
And that is how it happens. By relentlessly climbing that ladder of obstacles, one after another, that thing that seemed impossible, it starts to feel, well, inevitable.
So here's where we land. Look, your next wall is coming. That's not a maybe, it's a guarantee. It could be tomorrow, it could be next week. The only question left is, are you going to let it stop you, or are you going to use it to climb? The choice is yours.